record to the cloud, and I hope that that does a fair job. I kind of wish it would record in both places. Anyway, well, welcome everybody. I'm so glad you tuned in. Is everybody having a good time with the tracks? Everybody, it's a piece of cake, right? You're just here just to like say hi. You know, you're not here because this is hard at all. You're just here because you wanted to just express it how easy I've made it and just thank me for that. You're totally welcome. I thank you all for that. That's really lovely to hear from all of you. Tray pack is fast, isn't it?
It's so nice that you give us so much time to practice.
Yes, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I tried to get those. I really tried to get those parts out as quickly as I could, and that's just when they ended up. So it's gonna be great. You know, I'm gonna make it sound as good as I can. So don't worry about it too much. I'm just glad that you are here. That's helpful. Turn my brightness up a little bit. So, I was just thinking today we do some some highs around the rooms and then get into definitely some asked questions. I'm sure that some of you have questions. Who has a question? Nobody's got a question? Oh, there we go. King Rat's got a question down there.
Thank you. Down. Very good. I just posted something on Facebook. I found a couple of very small little discrepancies between the printed part and the backing track.
No, that's impossible.
Well, they're not big deals either. Anyway, but the at the beginning, where it goes to the upper D, in the, what is that, the ninth measure?
In which part? In 6?
In part 6, yes. Yeah, we're doing the easy stuff, right, Rowan? Yeah, Rowan's on 6 too.
Fantastic.
Team 6. Yay, Team 6. Anyway,
she might go 5. She might go 5. Maybe she thinks. She don't know.
Ooh, traitor. Anyway, back to the part 6. And so what you're doing in the backing track is actually staying on the low D.
Is that? Yeah, I kind of remember that. That's totally true, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then you hop up just before at the RIT bar. You actually hop up to the upper D. So it's not a big deal. It's just something.
Oh yes, and that's the old version. I sort of thought. I sort of just thought that low D might be hard to find for some people. So.
Well, you're already on it.
But you're already on it, exactly. So, but as you go to the open A, a lot of people take it off and then coming back to it. So
that's not really. But the other one that confused me was in the sugar plum at letter O, where the pairs of notes come in.
Mm-hmm.
You've got them written on the beat, but when you do the backing track, the emphasis you have is the other part, which is on the off beat.
Oh, is that what you hear on 6?
Just for 4 measures.
That's it.
And then you change back to the other one.
That is good to know, Robert, and that is easy to fix. If you guys would hold on 1 second, I got a notebook right over here, I think, and I would like to write that down.
Now that only happens if you're following the part 6, which
I can hear you. Keep talking.
Yeah, which has got the emphasized part 6. If you do the full mix, that's not going to be a problem. So if you record with the full mix, you're going to hear everything. But
totally. Okay.
Yeah. So it's only if you're listening to the part 6 backing track.
And I think, Robert, I'll just re-record the backing track for 6 in that place and at the beginning, and just have it match the recording.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That'll be resolved.
Playing the printed part is okay, but that's the only really confusing part. The rest of it is not really confusing.
So that'll be done this afternoon.
Right.
There's been a few of these little moments, and I fixed some, and then I thought I fixed some other ones, and turns out I fixed them on the wrong part, and then I screwed 2 parts up instead of fixing 1. So, because
you're human,
I need to
I've got a minor point to point out. At the beginning of the Sugar Plum Fairy, you count it off as if it's in 4, but the time signature is in 2/4.
Do I really?
Oh yeah, you think of it in 4 beats.
Yeah, you're counting it in quavers. Yeah. Or
yeah.
8, sorry.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Okay, turn your page. Fantastic. Here comes Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
In 4.
I will give you 1 full measure, 4 beats.
Cool. I did this without looking at the part when I did it. So, yep, I'll change that
kind
to
of-
1 and 2 in.
It's kind of felt in 4 anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good call, David.
You're
That's
welcome.
great, David. All right, I got 2 things on the list. Yes, Arlene.
I have a question about tree pack. I think I can do it
Yes.
if I reverse some bowings. And I just thought, because it's so fast, is it going to
Yeah.
matter if I reverse some bowings?
No.
Because
Completely
what
not.
messes me up is like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, like in measure 4, and well, actually measure 5. There's a slur from 4 to 5 that's an up bow, and you know, if I could just
Tell me which part you're in.
part 4.
Okay.
If I
Let me
can
get
just
to that.
start those measures on a down bow, then I can do it. But anyway, I'm going to try real hard to practice and get the bowing right. But in the end,
So you go down, up, down, down. Is that what you want to do?
yes.
Okay.
I,
I don't even know why I
It's just-
asked. Yes,
well,
Arlene,
it's
you
just so
totally.
much easier. I can get it if I do that. I'm going to try to get it the way it's written.
I don't know.
but in the end-
Up until now, we haven't had any bowing discrepancies throughout all of the videos. So this will be the first time that someone will be going down and another person will be going
Yeah,
up.
right.
And I think I'm just kidding. Of course, yeah. I think that'll be totally fine. Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, it won't be a big deal.
It's so fast, I don't think it will
Yeah.
even be noticeable. But if I can
Totally.
do that, then I'm going to nail it. I might nail it if I can
Yeah.
just practice. But I have to say, it's getting easier.
Isn't that funny? I tell you, I was doing a recording session that had all these swung beats, it was just swung eights. The tempo was 230 BPM. We're talking like some bebop jazz stuff. And it was like, and when that stuff is written out, it is like 1E and 2E. We're just like, oh. And I walked into that recording session feeling like, am I a professional? I don't feel like I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I do not know if I can do this in the time allowed to do it and well, ended up doing it. So
Yeah, I may end up doing it, but I have to say that I did not play a lot lately, and I have to really watch out because I've had tennis elbow before, and it can come back with these repetitive things in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So
you be
what I've
careful.
been doing, I have been listening more than I've been playing, and I think that helps so much.
Very
to just
good.
sit
That's
and
cool.
listen and watch the score. To me, that's one of the best practices at this point. But anyway, that really helps.
Do you think it'd be cool if I made a listening track that didn't have any metronomes in it?
Oh, no, I like the metronome.
You like the metronome? You like that click in there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Good. Then great.
Especially
I'll
a
leave it just
repetitive
as
part
is.
that keeps your focus. And thank
And-
you for that tutorial for Arabian dance. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I never
sure.
thought of playing the harmonic. That just changed my life right there.
It's so much better, isn't it? And it sounds
is.
better and it feels better, and you can
that.
do it for like 6 hours now.
Well, yeah, I could if I didn't have anything else to do.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
No,
you.
and I should, yeah. Yeah, of course, Arlene. Thank you for bringing all that in.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Well, I'll be quiet now.
okay. You don't have to. You can speak back up. Elizabeth, you have your hand up, or your virtual hand up. What can
Can I get back to you in 1 minute? My students are having a final and panicking right now.
Oh, sure. Deborah, did you have your hand up for a second too?
I did. Quick question. Are you
Sure.
going to have an official backing track of a full mix
Yes. Is it not up?
that we can? I didn't see it. I just downloaded the part 5, but I enjoyed on the practice tracks the full mix as well.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Let me see. Let me see if it's.
Yeah, it's there. It's at the top of the list.
Is it?
Yes. It's at
You
the
may have
top
to
of the
refresh
list.
that page. Sometimes.
Okay.
Actually, no,
There's
it's
two.
not,
There's
Robert.
two set. Yeah, there's two sets of backing tracks. The top ones are the practice ones, and the lower ones are the full mix of the recording tracks. So make sure you go down as far as the recording tracks.
If it's not there, I just put it back in. You can check it out and see if it's just give it a chance to load in. It looks like it's re-uploading, so it had like an error, and now it's at 34%. So I bet by the end of the next paragraph that's spoken by someone, it will be there. Thank you. Yeah. The full mix, I want to say too. I just want to I didn't do one of these. Sometimes I've done a mix where it's like everything except for your part. So you are the one that has to like substantiate and bring your part. I didn't do that this time. The value in that though is kind of like, it's not so clogged. You still have space to play and you feel like you're in that recording environment I like a lot better. But I encourage everybody to play the full mix just because it's a little bit, gives you the full context of the dynamics and you understand how to play. Because sometimes these dynamics and these timings, that's another thing I haven't mentioned to anybody yet, is that these tracks have a lot of float in them, you know? There's a lot of time that's not just Trepak is, but honestly it's not. It has a little bit of a float as well. Waltz of the Flowers, Sugar Plum Fairy, and Trepak are all based on recordings of symphonies playing it. And I basically played that in the background and clicked out a beat to it. And but I felt like we needed just a straight up drone continuation. So for Arabian, so that is actually, it stays the same tempo the whole way through. But the first few times I recorded Waltz of the Flowers, it just felt way too square. You know, it's kind of like kind of needed that Barbara Adagio sort of feel to it to have some motion and life to it, of course, because we've all heard it with all these speed ups and slow downs and stuff. So that's why we're floating. So, you know, I hope it's been all right. And you kind of feel like, why did it slow down? Yes, it totally did slow down. So anyway, Maria, I see your hand up. We'll come back to you because I think, is Elizabeth ready?
Yes.
With a question? Go for it, Elizabeth.
I had two questions. One of them on the Trepak for Cello 5. How do you do staccato when you're doing really fast and you're doing a double stop? Because mine starts to blur. I'm assuming you need to get the bow off of the strings. But
Yes, totally. Let me see if I can do my best job to explain that approach. Typically on something that's really fast, it's going to be off the string. So when you play with the bow, and let me give you a little bit better of a bowing angle, you're going to be landing the bow every time you play. And that little moment helps me to land the bow on the beats. Does that just to know that might help you a little bit. But the thing I gotta tell you about this, if you're ever gonna approach this technique and you've never done it before, and there's my face, then you have to learn how to hold the bow pretty lightly so you're not bringing the whole arm. It doesn't have to be full spiccato, which is really like a lot of wrist, but you watched probably the bowing videos that we made last time, but the more you hold that bow and the tighter that your arm is to try and make things happen, the less it's gonna work naturally. This arm, this bow thing with this percussion side of it, the staccato that we're doing here, is kind of like playing drums, really. You are rebounding, your bow is bouncing off of the string, which is under tension, which your horsehair is under tension, and your wrist is kind of like catching it every time instead of controlling it every time. So one of the biggest ways to do it is just start with one. Start with downs. Down circles. And then add up. Actually go just up down too, and feel how it's kind of like a car that is driving and it hits the guide rail and then it bounces right off. And anyway, I don't know if that helped. Rowan, is that good? Are you talking to me?
No, I was saying bye to Robert. I think he's heading off.
Oh, Robert had to go already?
He's just about to, I think.
What are we gonna do with our Rat King?
Yeah, Sorry,
Robert.
Yeah, I got to go and do the run to school.
I love your hat.
I'm just trying to adjust my donut.
That's awesome. It's so awesome. I love it.
There will be a donut in every recording from now onwards.
That's so great. I might match tooth for tongue with you on that, or whatever the expression might be.
Yeah.
That's
anyway,
great.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. See you, Robert. Thank you. Elizabeth, was that both your questions?
That was the first part of my first question.
That was the first part of that was 1A?
1A.
What's 1B?
I never thought to do kind of the grabbing and releasing, because I was forcing it. I was like pressing it down. But then at the end, I'm assuming it's the same concept where you just get to a point where it's mostly wrist. And on your tutorials, I never see down here on your cello. So I was curious about that as well. You seem to be closer to the fingerboard. Is that because you're going so fast?
I don't know. I'm probably a little off the fingerboard, but yeah, the closer you get to the bridge, the less bounce you're going to get. It's going to be more rigid close to the bridge. That's where the string is. It's not tighter there. It just doesn't have as much flex to it. So, most flex would be like right in the middle of the string, right? But we're not going to bow up here. No. So some balance of it. Plus, there's a lot of rosin right there. It grabs that rosin and plays it pretty well.
Was, in Arabian Dance, cello 5 measures 350. I had 2 ideas on how to play that. So either shifting on the A string and then going down to the D string, or staying up here in 4th position on the A string and doing harmonics.
Yep, you could do that. You could also, and if that is not in tune and not going to happen for you, you could put and play just the same notes. You can always do this and just change octaves. I'll just say that, all the time. And but yeah, that 350 to 0, right? 350 would probably be how most people would play it. So you're here. You could, and that's 4, sliding back to 1st finger. That's 3rd position. You could go 4/4 though. That would work. And I think you may have suggested D harmonic, G harmonic, D harmonic. You could do that. It's quite a few ways to skin that cat.
I just want to be in tune, and I know it's easy to reach the first note, but then sliding back, I'm missing the D.
The D? On my shifting lesson, practice that F or G. Didn't mean to give you the answer. Sliding back to an intermediate note. Aim for what note your 4th finger is going to go to for the position of your 1st finger D.
And then you just go right over to the
and then
D
you just lift it. If you can nail that shift, you can nail this shift. G, F, D. Instead of going G, gotta aim for the D.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I love teaching shifting. Sean, and then Marie, you're next. This is great. Nice questions, everybody.
I chose part 4, and then I got sick for 4 days, so I may not submit in the end, but we'll see. Part 4, Arabian Dance, measure.
Let me interrupt you, Rowan. If you're available to, could you spotlight the people with questions? I guess would that be all right? Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sean.
So the Arabian Dance measure 334 to 335, the double stops. I'm having a really hard time going from the double stops to the bar double stop on the upper string, and I was wondering, can you just play a single note of a double stop, or does it need to be a double stop for all?
No, you can play that. Harmonic, yeah. Which part are you on?
4.
You're part 4. Okay, let me jump back to 4.
So it's going right into section V. I did, getting there.
Yeah, I was.
So I'm doing harmonics, and then I'm going to a 2-bar on the G and the D on the upper 2 strings. So
yeah, so your whole time you're here.
Yeah.
I only added this in because it adds it in the original too. I don't even know how good it sounds, but if you're having trouble going, and I'm doing the double stop to 1 note. Are you? I guess you could be asking. I'm just making sure what you're asking. Are you asking if you can go?
No, no. Well, that
Okay.
that I'm doing that part okay,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Just to
going
this.
it's going into 335. It just
Okay.
switching to the other double stops.
Okay. Try this, because those are the same notes as the, which would be your G and your D in the harmonic, and you could stay there. And on the new parts, it is written as a harmonic. You could play.
Oh, I can't see. Are you able to put this screen so I can see? Yeah, there. How do you do that? How do you do a double?
So it's at the same spot that you're doing this harmonic.
Yeah.
On the halfway point of the string, it's a G
Yeah.
and a D, right? So that's the G and the D right here, the two middle strings, and I'm just touching them with my second and third finger. Those are both my notes. And I'm, gotcha. There we go.
And that's what I originally tried to do, but I didn't.
So then at that moment, you're here already, and then you just rest. My D's a little flat.
That'll fix it.
And then you're just in another little vibe and zone. So does that help?
Yes, totally.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Good. And then I can't see the full screen anymore. But I remember.
It was Marie, wasn't it?
Marie. Yes. Hi, Marie. I can't hear you yet, but jump on in here with unmuting yourself.
Mute.
There
Okay,
you go.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, totally.
Hi, nice to meet
Hi.
you.
Nice to meet you
And-
too, Marie. I've seen your name many times.
I know. Yeah, same here. And I really enjoy doing the projects, but I'm having a little problem with three. I'm doing part 3. And I
Oh,
just
good.
wonder if you could give me some advice. Maybe it's an age thing, and because I'm a student, I don't know, my hands don't work as flexible as they used to be, but I'm having some trouble with E and Y. Just the fast, rapid passages to get that rapidity up within the week deadline. That's the thing. I can do them slow, but to do them fast. I just wonder if you had any suggestions. I might have to
Sure.
fudge it a little bit, but I'll do the best I can. But do you
That's
have any
okay.
suggestions how to improve that dexterity and get that pattern? Fast
You know-
finger patterns take a while with me, so just
No
wondering.
problem. Yeah. So, and I'll talk in a couple ways to describe this. Everybody, that's that moment that's like. Sorry, F sharps. Okay. The first thing you could probably work on is just the first 2 notes. You know?
Yeah.
And then add 1 note. Are those or it's almost harder to play, so you should probably play 4 notes. If that isn't coming together, I would think it's probably one of the things you want to make sure is the bow is actually going to a metronome at whatever that tempo might be. It's pretty fast 3, 180, something like that. And you can just kind of play with that and try to get that up to speed by itself. Anytime you're playing fast, it is a mental game. It's all up here. It's not here. Because when we hit a fast moment, our tendency is gotta make this happen really good. You know, it's this is that moment I've been practicing and I want to make sure it works, and everything in our body tightens up. And it is even that it's when we play fast, we have to use less bow, first of all. So our motions have to be smaller. That's the biggest thing. When it comes to, somebody playing something very quickly, the less you do with your body, with your muscles, with how it feels, if you can drop that intensity towards it, that's step 1, and that helps you so much towards achieving that goal of being able to play something fast. The other deal is see where you stop, see where you get off. Play 2 bars, play 1 bar. See if you can play 1 bar over and over, even if you have to wait a little bit. So it'd be like tuck, tuck, tuck. or if you can get all of them. But I'd suggest, see if you can play through the whole thing, simplifying it, and just instead of playing 5 notes, I know it's really dumb, just leave that last note off. And I think that will give you enough time to, or give you at least more time to get to the other notes or the other shifts when you have to. And one other suggestion, if shifting is kind of the problem, you could do it in all up in 4th position, or stay up here the whole time.
I'm doing mostly 4th position. Shift down, there was a down shift. I don't know if it's to upper 3rd or what. There's
it's 2nd position, but it's extended, which makes it a little bit more complicated too. You could do that. Anytime you're crossing strings on something like this, try to avoid this. Instead, it's this. Does that seem different? Can you check that out and make sense of that? So instead of playing left hand playing, I call that piano hand, because every finger is playing every note all the time. It doesn't have to. You lock it down. Now your guitar player playing a C major chord, or an A minor chord is probably what it is. This one, harmonic. And just see if you can get each of them in isolation at first, and then try to work it up to speed. If at speed all you can get is if you can get that and you're chilled out doing it, then start to add something else to it, because we are 3 days left. So
is that the absolute deadline, or are you going to extend the deadline this year like you did last time?
That is going to be the absolute deadline if we have a chance of making it before the holidays are over.
Oh, you're going to really put this together? Wow. Sunday is the day of reckoning, huh?
Sunday is my day of reckoning. It's everybody's day of reckoning. Monday is my day of reckoning.
How about for why? Do you have any suggestions for why?
Oh, for why now? Yeah.
That's another passage from hell.
I love this, y'all. Why? Oh.
Why?
Oh, you're on cello 3. So you may not know this, Marie, but this is the cello part for this for Tray Pack. So for this movement, this is literally what the cello plays in the orchestra. And this is a hard little moment and a hard little passage with one little note change, by the way. If you haven't seen the errata, measure 4-1-4, and after that, measure 4-1-4-2, 19, 20, 21, 22, 4-22 and 4-14. The last notes of each of those are F sharps, no longer E naturals or E sharps or whatever I said they were. I had it wrong in my brain. I'll just go through this little moment because it actually is kind of cool. It's a good moment for me to kind of give a... Let me just remove that because I don't know if that's helping. There we go. So at this moment here, here's how I would play it in position. First position. And then I would go to a 4th finger A. And that's probably what most cellists would do. 4 at 4-11, 4th finger. Ooh. And from there, you could do probably, it's a little bit of a game to play what works for you best. If you have big hands, you know.
I'll do it as best as I can. I might have to fudge it, but I'll make it sound.
In this
You
case,
can turn the volume down if it's too
check this
loud.
out, Marie. Do this. Just do this.
Okay. Okay.
Let's... That's kind of the simple, that basically keep up with the part, and no one's gonna know, and you're gonna contribute something too on each of those beats. You can play on the beats in Tray Pack and keep it going. I may be going a little faster than the recording that we have, but that's key. I'll let you kind of design it, but you can use that as an idea. You might be able to get that.
I didn't get that.
All of that. Then if you just go wait. That wouldn't hurt if you did that. Or it's fine. Simplify. Just try to keep up with the unbelievable tempo that was set before us by the Berlin Philharmonic. Conducted by Rostropovich. So, fan favorite. He's in our brethren, one of ours. So we can't blame it too bad. But yeah, that's from that recording, which is not the most unbelievable, thankfully. I mean, there's some fast trapecks out there. I did a little survey of them, and that one's kind of like a good mid-tier. It's not the slowest one, but I hope that helps, Marie, and I hope it helps anybody else that might be watching.
Thank you.
And that's true just in general across the boards. If you're having trouble with a little line, cut some notes out. And if you want to know what to cut out, totally ask. Throw it up on Facebook or in this meeting or any of the next two that are coming. What it is that you can leave out. Leave out notes for sure. Get through the part. Stay with the music. That is like the first rule of chamber music. That's the first rule of playing. Is to just not get lost. Keep it going. So anyway, I hope that helps. We got a few more questions. Juliet. Hi.
Thank you.
Ingrid.
Sure.
Hi. I've got two questions. First is from Sugar Plum, part 4. I really have trouble to switch from pizzicato to the arco part, the fast arco part. I'm totally obsessed by the fingering of the arco part. And then I'm like, whoa, pizzicato, whoa, arco. I get totally out of control. And maybe you have a hint how to switch from pizzicato to arco?
Let me see yours.
Yeah, I do my pizzicato with my thumb. I can't do pizzicato with my, so that makes it, I don't know why, but yes, it is.
I wish I could see. Let me remove my pen. There we go.
Yeah,
I can see you better now. Can I see? Just hold your bow out like you're gonna play, and then go to pizzicato.
So you have pizzicato. Can you see my hand? I have to put.
I can.
light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So and then I switch, but then it takes some. I can use.
Do you have
the
trouble with this part of the bow hitting the strings sometimes?
Yeah, well, if I use this finger, it's my nail that is doing the pizzicato.
Oh, gotcha.
I have sort of a flat finger. I don't know what's wrong with it, but
what's wrong with you?
With my thumb, I don't know why. It's just a fact. But
it's really interesting. Zoe's always been taught to do pits with her first finger. She sometimes does it with her second finger if she's getting, she's doing a lot. But then when she did a workshop with the City of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra, who are playing in the hall next door right now as we speak, they do it all with a thumb as a section. It's something they do. So it was introduced to her as a different technique, which is quite interesting. I've never seen it before.
It can be subtle, but it's different. It's a different sound, and it is. It's identical, I think, of a sound as both fingers. Sometimes I'll do 2, 3. And if you watch bass players, because they're doing pizzicato all the time, it's not. It's this. It's the full finger. It's like the whole knuckle. Because of the meaty tone that it gets to do it that way.
That sounds more like the thumb.
And that's why the thumb has a little bit more mass and a little bit more girth on it to be able to give that kind of same sound. Whereas this little pointy finger gets a nice plunk, plunk, plunk. Now that doesn't help your problem at all. That's some just totally, extra discussion topic to enjoy. But it's something to know about. And if you're going to go thumb to that, hold on. I mean, You have a little time. I hope you're not just freaking out. Like that's a that's is
Now
what?
it's so easy and slow when I look at you and I think, I've got plenty of time.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I think it feels like you should have enough time there. Digga digga da. I guess to help you, cut off that note on the downbeat so you can make the pizzicato.
Yeah.
In general, in music, just to keep this in your mind, anytime you go from arco to pizz or pizz to arco, make more important the transition to the next thing. So you always nail the first pizzicato, or you always nail the first arco. You want to hit that transition typically if it's written in the music and it says, like that it's more important to make the change of tone when it's written instead of getting there later. And it's better just to leave off the last phrase. Now, I don't know if that's always true, but it seems like it's 90+% true. Just to keep it in mind. So you could go instead of quarter note, or rest. Because you have a lot of time there. There's enough time in that. Maybe you're trying to hit that down because it is a plunk, 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 plunk. Maybe in when you're playing it, that C after M is a little bit more surprising on like you may be playing that on beat 3 or on beat 2 instead of the end of 2.
Yeah, because I also got confused when the arco starts. Well, the rhythm is so... Well,
yes, and then you've got that. And in part 4, you have the solo. You have that moment. At letter O.
Good to know. Right?
And that's a fingers crossed moment for me, for everybody in part 4. I'm sending a blessing, sending a warm, wonderful. You're going to nail letter O entirely without too much adjustment, and it's going to be perfect.
That part is easy.
The letter O, good.
Yeah, it's really clear because you hear the arco part. Yeah, I think that will be okay.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, for me at least, but don't listen to my recording. But
one last thing, Julia. At the very end, you've got that moment, right? I'll say this is hard.
Yeah.
In that case, just like I said, make it to where you nail that pizzicato. That last note will be played by some people, and it's really boom, boom, plunk. And we want to hear the transition. So
okay. Thanks.
I hope
for that.
For sure. Happy. Love it.
One more question, is that possible? One
Yeah.
more? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's on 3-pack. I switch
Of
on
course.
3-pack. I switch to 5. Sorry. I have not
Okay,
a lot of
no
time,
problem.
So thank you that we can switch. But I
Sure.
get totally lost in the speed of in the end.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just bouncing, and then I suddenly realized that the music stopped. And I saw on Facebook that many people have trouble to hear when it's.
I saw that on Facebook too.
Yeah, and I have the same feeling that I try to count, but somewhere I lose counting and I'm
Sure.
just lost.
Well, I have included this now. Let's see what the mix is like. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. This is it. Hold. So we'll play that again. Can you hear all that? Can you hear that in the back?
Yeah.
So I count from 6 down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. This is it. Hold. 1, 2. This is it, is what I said. That's my
This
middle
is
school
it.
sword. This is it.
Okay.
I want to write
yeah.
this is it in your part.
Yeah. I didn't listen to the backing track yet, so probably that will help. Yeah.
It's brand new today. I just
Yes.
because of the discussion of it being a difficult thing, I thought it might be good to include this countdown. I'm gonna play it one more time. And if you got your cello in front of you, want to try this? Let's do it together, okay?
Yeah.
I'll play part 4 with you, okay? Or part 5 with you. Okay, that's going to be letter Z. You ready with letter Z? I'll call it out. Z. 442. Here we go. Now, I don't know where our click went. Can we try that one more time? Listen to that click. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. This is it. Hold, smile. And then the hold and smile. Got it? So that's in everybody's parts. That's in every backing track now. Gosh, I hope it helps because we want everybody to end at the same time.
What if everybody switches to part 6 for that and you have only...
What if everybody did what, Sean?
What if everyone chooses part 6 for the tray pack?
Right. I know that won't happen. There's enough people. There's 370 people. There's going to be enough people I can mix in all the parts for sure. So, but I anticipate there might be a heavier weighting of part 6, especially for tray pack. But that just means there's going to be a lot of nice low end at the end. So that'd be great. I think that's the end of the tune, Juliet. Is there any that going to help you? I hope so.
No, it was really helpful. Thank you. I still missed the end, but it will be fixed.
You'll just have to listen to that. 4, 3, 2,
I know.
1, 1, 2. This is it. 1, 2. This is it.
It is simple. That makes me feeling even more dumb. If you say it's really simple.
No, it's super. No. It's not. Let's do it. Let's do it a few more times. If you've got your cello, play whatever part you got, and let's do it one more time. Because I don't think it's simple, and I'm gonna do a different part. I'm gonna kind of mess with you a little bit, and I'm gonna play part 4 because I know that one's a tough one too. I thought it was 4 was the repeated C. Maybe that's 3. I'll just play 4 because it's in front of me. And here comes. This is the end of tray pack, y'all. We're looking around letter Z, jumping in together. That's gonna be about Z. You ready? I can't see you, so I hope so. Here we go. C. Smile. 2, 1, 1, 2. This is it. All right. Did people try that? Is that worthwhile? We're getting closer. Let's do it one more time. And I'm going to change parts one more time. So that was 4. I'm going to do 3 now. Get back to that. Scroll to the end. Here we go. Here comes Z. Here's cello 3. All right, that's good, right? That's good. That's good. We got it. We got it, right? Okay, we'll move on. Thank you, Juliet. Such great questions. I know it's going to help lots of other people too. Elizabeth, can I call on you?
Did I unmute?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was practicing around with that. You know, something I was thinking when you were talking about tempo. there's I was listening to this in the car for an hour and a half while I was driving through the rain in Los Angeles. 2 miles and an hour and a half to get home. And
Oh dear.
at the beginning, there was this tempo marker that sounded like my turn signal. And I was looking over, but I can really hear that one. Is that possible to maybe put at the end? I mean, that one really stood out.
Which, I'm sorry, what did the click?
I think, yeah, the turn signal click, I think, was in the second movement. I don't know.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, and how it sounds differently. It's a different click. Yeah, I don't know. Remember what I did. All those clicks, by the way, are me hitting a table with a hard item.
Did
So
you get in your car and turn on your blinker and then...
I didn't do that, and then speed it up and slow it down. No. I recorded all the parts in my car, in my auto driving Tesla. So yeah, I'm just kidding.
The question was in the...
I drive a Prius.
I don't have a Tesla.
But yeah, you want more click. You need more cowbell in that moment.
Just something in like the 100 hertz range where it's easy to hear.
Yeah, I can definitely do something. Yeah, I'll hook it up. Mm-hmm.
And then for Arabian...
What part are you playing, by the way, Elizabeth?
I'm playing 5.
5, okay.
So that's where it's just like nonstop, and you just helped me, kind of get off the strings. So I could do the... But when it gets to the... It's like,
Exactly. It's going to be tough. You have to go slow and get this down to where these are little shock absorbers, these fingers. Every time you bounce that bow on the string, it kind of responds and you catch it. Catch is maybe not the right word. It's more like shock absorbers going over these speed bumps. And you hit these little...
Right? You're catching them and then releasing. And...
Yeah, but to say catch and release might mean you feel like you need to do that. It's more like you have a constant pressure towards the cello, and the rebound of the string is... You don't let that rubber band swing too far out. So it's not really a catch. It's more like a tree. I like to think of this tree metaphor like a branch that when you push on it, it's really easy to move. And then eventually it gets a little bit more resistant towards you bending it. And then it's really resistant to you bending it. So it's like this, it's got this like rubbery sort of thing, this rubbery sort of appearance. So the catch idea is an accurate way to describe it. Do circles at first, then get it into an up down, and then try to down up down. And you'll find at some point you are just, it's like like a basketball, right? Mm-hmm. And some people can take a basketball, and it's really awkward at first. If you watch somebody who's never played basketball try to do this, it's just like you're not in the rhythm of it. So it just takes some time to get in the rhythm of it, and then you can eventually get to where you're like taking a basketball and only bouncing it like that far off the ground. But nobody can do that immediately, so it just takes that sort of time to develop that skill of bouncing that bow like that.
I'm going to try to record tomorrow. But my last question on the Arabian dance, it's not that it's difficult, I just want it to sound good. So
yeah,
I notice I'm drifting on W. Until I heard your backtrack, I was doing and I didn't realize there was another one.
Yeah, that dot indicates it should be a different sound. 1, 2, dot, dot. So down, stop, down, up, down, stop, down, up. That's how we typically think of that.
But in the same direction. Okay.
Yeah, in the same. Give it a shot. Down, stop, down, up. That's exactly right. And then you're prepared.
Do I need to lift to get back?
Nope.
Because I find I'm drifting all the way down by the end.
Just make your up bow a little bit faster. I guess your lift you could lift on partially the up bow and get a little closer to the frog. But be careful that there's not much. Rowan, you got?
I was just wondering if you could do your camera change there just so we can see your
Oh,
photo.
yeah, to this thing. And I'm flying in free space about a centimeter above the string here on the up bow. Oops. So, does that help?
Yeah, you're doing a retake. I was trying to stay on the string the whole time, and I was ending up.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, definitely on that up bow, just hit a little dot of a note and then travel in the air back close to the frog to where it feels
Try not
comfy.
to attack it on the down bow.
Yeah, as soft as you can play this is the best. It's marked pianissimo, so as little as you can. Of course, then there's this forte from out of nowhere, but I think that was just like, make sure you can hear that. We'll see how that goes.
And you mentioned on the, there's, I think Robert was telling me, just play it the way Tony wants you to play it. So, instead of bow crossing on the drone.
Oh yeah, do the harmonic.
My question is, the harmonic wants me to place my bow near the bridge, but the open G wants me to place my bow near the fingerboard. And how do I get both of them to sound good? Where do I place my bow?
Let me hear you close to the fingerboard. Okay.
The G doesn't activate right away. It sounds strange because it still wants the harmonic or whatever you call it.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, it carries through that harmonic. One of the things that helps it is when that bow is on the string right after you play that last harmonic, it actually just kind of settles out the string. That down bow sits on the string for a microsecond just to like erase the memory of the harmonic on the fingerboard.
Yeah.
But you'll just have to play around with that. I would say that I think you kind of get around the fingerboard would be a good place to do it. So give that a shot. Gallery view. Who else is still here? Wow, we still got quite a nice little crew. Great. Any questions? Any more questions?
Can I ask a question about what you were just playing, that W? It looked to me like you were doing 2 down bows instead of 2 up bows.
I am. I'm going down, down, up, down,
wait,
down,
are
up.
You on part? Okay.
Part 5 there.
Oh, I'm on part 4. But
Let me look at it.
Be the same.
Oh, part 4 is totally different. You have the offbeats.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Yeah. So at W for part 4, yeah, it'll be up, down, up.
Yeah.
And honestly, just to point out something, Arlene, which I think is kind of important, that is to put your bow on the string for the downbeat that you don't play the rest. So you go up, down, up, and then you can activate and feel that beat by placing your bow on the string and deadening your cello. Up, down, up,
that's
rest.
a good idea.
Up, down, up, rest.
Okay.
So instead of being in the air.
Okay.
Really helpful for playing on beats is to center your bow on the string on beats. That's why in Trepak it's like. Okay. And that helps a lot.
Okay.
Good question though. Mia, first question, how you doing?
Thank you. Okay, I have a green screen question.
I see it. Look at that green
this
screen.
This is not the way I'm gonna film, but I just got from a dollar quarter store now. This is the only color green I have. A Dollar General you mentioned. What is that? Apple green or something is out. So this is the only green. Could be too washed out, or
the only thing is I can see your banister through it because of light from the other side.
This is the color.
Yeah. I think that's going to be great. Yeah, that's going to be fine.
So this is going to be their wall. So then not have a banister there, not the like see-through. So this is just, I'm showing the color. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah.
Then I got freaked out. I read all of the instruction about the green screen. That's a wonderful page. And then I read, if I use the plastic seat and if the light reflect, I'm going to have a green speck or something disappear. I don't want to disappear. So it still have like a crease on because the foreign package. And how much is bad enough not do it or just try it?
Oh, just try it. Yeah. At the
Then-
very least, around the creases, it will have some artifacts. At the very worst. But in general, if I have a background behind you on that, it will shine. It'll be great. That's so much better than nothing. I would much rather have that than not.
And
That does look pretty good, actually. It doesn't look too creased the way it's hanging there. So I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I
okay,
think so
and
too.
then if I said after submit it, and then you look at my video, and if something is not right, and they don't use as a green screen team and regular green background team, is that the deal? Because I have no way to know it works for your project. So
Sure. No.
I don't have
I
a
guarantee
green
you.
patches on my face. So
No, you won't have green patches on your face. If that's your color and you've got it, yeah, I think I know that's going to work. As long as you are well lit and the green screen is well lit.
And
With
you're
enough
not
light.
wearing green.
And you're not wearing green. Good point, David.
Okay.
Good point. No
Okay.
green hair.
okay, all right, Rocket. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to work great.
Okay, thank you.
And it cost you $0.25? That's so awesome. I went to the dollar store. They were sold out. The only color that they had was yellow.
Ooh.
So I think
That's no good,
I think
right?
maybe in this world of video creation that this green screen idea has been well thought of already or something.
Yes, the Dollar General is all out, and then go to the dollar store, the tree. What?
The tree, Dollar Tree. Okay.
No. What is the a Dollar Tree? Whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's the California is the a dollar quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, $1.25 they've gone up to.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
That's
better
the one
than
I
the
went to, the
UK.
Dollar Tree, and it's $1.25 tree.
It's
I was
better
a
than it
big
is in the.
spender. I was a big spender. $15 on Amazon, including shipping.
In the UK, it's a pound store, so you're doing all right anyway.
Yeah, that's about $1.25.
I went to a fabric store and bought 2 yards of broadcloth, and I had a coupon, so it was really cheap.
That's great.
And
They had it in stock?
Oh yeah, it's material. Yeah, just.
I mean, they have like a green. That's cool.
Well, yeah, it's Christmas. Of course they do, and then you can iron it if it gets wrinkled.
Dig. Totally dig. Super dig. I like it. Who has a green screen on this call? Look at this. This is awesome. Katarjana, do you know?
Let me bring it.
Any green? Green?
Yes, in a part because I haven't a green screen, but I have a green wall in my kitchen.
A green wall. Great.
Yes.
So you're just going to be playing. You're going to be playing Nutcracker in your kitchen.
Yes, I played the pirates too in my kitchen. I used
good.
this
Okay.
wall. Yes, I used this wall for last project.
Time? Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
And I can't remember.
It worked good, I think.
Okay, you could tell. Yeah, you were transparent behind you. I can't remember how it worked.
Yes.
And Monique, I'm looking at yours. Yours is kind of like a light, limey greeny. That one may be more problematic.
Monique
Just to let
just
you
asked Monique just asked in the chat if it was all right to have a pale green screen. It's sort of brighter the better, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, the more like, wow, that really is green. You can get the better this thing's gonna work. I don't know about that one. That one might take some of your face away. Yeah, and then you'll be like transparent face, and it's like that's just weird. So if you can get something more green, I suggest.
I don't think I can try. I can.
Yeah,
ask.
just keep your eyes open, and
That's the
department stores, or I don't know where you probably do. Are you in France?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was just wondering maybe even at grocery stores, or if there is that kind of a vibe. Any place you can buy, party supplies typically have these plastic,
Maybe
like
I'll have a
table.
look tomorrow.
Okay, just keep your eyes open.
I think it's Flying Tiger has it.
Flying tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got those here. I don't know if they're in Switzerland though.
Oh.
No.
This fabric is really cheap. It's just like $2 or $3 a yard, and it's 45 inches wide.
That's great. That's
And
where I
then
should go too.
If any,
put it in a drawer.
if anyone's got an IKEA do a bed sheet that's almost exactly that color.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
And it's not expensive.
Yeah. And if you're really into this permanent idea, you can take there's a hex color. If you go to the green screen page, we have a color that you just take. It's a hexadecimal indicator. And you just take that into Home Depot and say, I want that color. And they can mix a color for you that you paint your wall with. So that's more of the permanent option. Unless you want to go with the whole kitchen, like Katarzyna did. You can get the entire kitchen all green. So anyway, green screen. I'm glad you brought that up because it's something that we've been wanting to talk about and haven't really done it too much yet. David's had his hand up for a long time. David.
Yeah, tree pack on part 3. I don't see any dynamic markings for the first 2/3 of the movement. Can we assume that's all forte?
Yeah, you've played it before, I bet, right?
I have, yeah.
So, and this is the cello part. So, it's only without dynamics, mostly because, yeah, I think it's all forte. Why? I guess you could probably say it's mezzo forte, or it's probably forte. But why is get it out there, fortissimo. Play the heck out of. And if it's not fortissimo, I'm gonna make it fortissimo in the mixing process. So we will definitely hear it.
Okay.
But yeah, totally that. The only thing, you've got that piano before Z. That's really nice to make happen.
Yeah, I see that. That's the first dynamic marking in the movement.
Yeah, it's probably my fault. Maybe it's Tchaikovsky. Maybe he was just like, yeah, this one's on. No, it's not right. Okay. We might get an update out on that, David, but probably not. Any other questions you got?
Yeah.
Oh no, David, you got any other thoughts? Or?
No, I'm cool. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, man. Okay, Jan, are you next? And then we'll get to. This is and we got to do a playthrough through. I also want to do a playthrough through. Jan, what you got? Where there you are. Jan, are you there? Or is your image froze? Oh no, you're there. Hi, Jan. You're moving. There you are. I hear you.
Good. No, I was wondering on part 5 on letter G, you've got 2 bars where we've got notes, but you're not actually playing on the track. And I just wonder whether you changed that since.
I did. I changed it about an hour and a half ago.
Oh, great. Okay. Then.
So the music that you have on that link and in your email,
yeah,
will match up with the recording that's on the project page.
Okay, great. Okay,
so
then.
those notes are there, and especially the notes at F too were wrong as well, right?
Yeah.
That's the part that I thought that I fixed and I broke. So sorry.
Okay. Yeah, great. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jan.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Let's go to Rachel next, and then to you, Mia.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, totally. How are you?
So my little mini me would like to do some ballet dancing on my video, and I wasn't sure. Is that a good idea?
I think so.
Okay, so I wasn't sure whether to have her in front of the green screen with me or not use the green screen. It depends what you're putting on the instead of the green screen. Really.
If your green screen's big enough to house you and your daughter, I'm guessing, dancing, then by all means, yeah, because then I can make her have no background.
You could do it as a group video almost. Submit it as kind of like a group video, maybe.
And I'll say this too. You could also just do it in. She could just dance. You could send a whole different video of just her dancing in front of the green screen.
She'd love that, wouldn't you? She's like, she'd love that. I've got 2 ballerinas in the house, so they could both do it.
This is a great idea. I think I'm all about it. Come on, Rowan, we can do it. Don't worry about it, Rowan. It's gonna be fine.
I'm just imagining everybody's kids, but then everybody as well. I mean, Robert in a tutu. I'm not sure about that. Robert and Scott can.
This is new. I love this. This is great. Okay, count it in, Rachel. We want that to happen. And so you do just a video of your own, and then you could just be, if she wants you to play while you're playing, just play off screen, but only film her or them, and put them in front of the green screen. Okay. I guess I'll say this: if we have dancers, they have to be green screened. Green screen only dancings. So we need to do some changes, Rowan. This is we need
Elsie, you need to get your two doing dance as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was thinking about. I found the Nutcracker dolls in our dollar store, and I was thinking about maybe I should get Nina and Rune involved with like the actual ballet piece that they are giving the dolls to each other and stuff. So yeah, maybe. But I didn't want it to make it too complicated, so that's why I didn't suggest it.
No. I love, it's just a good idea. It's just a good idea. I think that would be super awesome. I'm not sure when and how. Which song is the dancing most inspired? Which one is are your kids, Rachel, most inspired to dance during?
Oh, it's Sugar Plum Fairy.
Okay. Great. I love it. And we have to tell Robert too.
Oh, I want to see Robert in it too.
Me too, surprisingly.
Can I ask you a question about a backing track?
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Sorry, it's Leanne. I'm just on a quick break from work, and I
oh, sure. Yeah, no problem. Sure.
Measure 81 in the Waltz of the Flowers. I feel like the backing track is playing starting on the wrong note. I feel like the notes are right, but the recording is wrong, and I just want to double check.
Which part?
Cello 2, Waltz of the Flowers, measure 81.
I bet you're right. Let's see where 81 is.
Playing it, and I double checked my music.
77, 8, 79, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. Really? Dun-dun-dun-dun. So it's like. Is that measure?
Should be, but on the recording, I think it starts on a G, like the previous, 77.
There are a couple of weird notes on one of the backing tracks, and yeah, but you can hardly hear them. They happen so fast.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure what was on the page was right. So, okay.
It should be what's printed, and yeah, I will make sure that'll be on my other agenda action item list for after this call to address. So I'll fix that. But great question. Thanks for bringing that up. Cello 2 measure 81 re-record. I don't know. There's a lot of notes to record. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate
so much.
it, Leanne. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Mia, you have a question?
Yes. Okay. The quick question. The between the pieces, I tried to quiet to page turn, but are you going to edit the between?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, there was that one moment I had asked for everybody to cough in between intermission.
It was so realistic. That was in the Corelli, wasn't it? It was so realistic. It was just like an audience.
Yeah. I will probably edit it out. I'll definitely, anything that's distracting that anybody does, it'll try not to make it into the final. So yeah, so go ahead and just turn that page. You make sure you get that page turned.
Right, I tried to figure out that what is the best way to do it, but the playback is so quick and it's it all.
If it helps, you can scream loudly while you turn the page.
Oh,
and then I'm guaranteed to find it, and then I'm guaranteed to remove it. You can just go, turn that page.
great. I do that. Thank you.
We got solutions for everything. Cool. Any other questions anybody's got about the parts?
I had an idea.
Oh, good. Elsie,
Well,
love ideas.
instead of coughing between the parts, maybe we can put the dancers there to go from one part to the other.
Sure. I think that's a cool idea. We don't have much time, but if they're not going to fit somewhere, I think they're going to fit. I think they're going to dance right on top of us. I think they're going to, like, we'll just have our big shot, and they're going to be some, like, it's going to be awesome. I'm really stoked about it, Rachel, and it wouldn't have happened if you weren't on this call and just brought it up. So thank you.
Sean's still got her hand up. Did you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. Your hand blends in with your background, so I couldn't. Oh, you don't have your hand up? She doesn't have her hand up. It was a figment. I'm gonna lower your hand then. Cool. Any other questions? Anybody's got? I see this timer at 2 days, 16 hours. All right. So the drive uploader is going to go up tonight. You hear that, Rowan? It has to, right? It has to. So, and we're going to start getting tracks in and start tossing them into the thing, into the place. Hey, Marge, that looks like a pretty green-ish, even though it does look a little washed out screen. Maybe. It's like a green corner. That'll probably work, especially if you wear red like you're wearing. And I know you're talking, but we can't hear you. Whoa, we hear somebody, though. Marie's got a dog, everybody.
Yes, I came downstairs to our basement. We already kind of painted this a fun green, but without screen still. Yeah, so it's perfect.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That looks great. If you want to make one extra corner even more green, that would have, then it'd be super fun. No, it'll probably work. It looks a little dull, not so bright green, but it'll probably work. We'll give it a shot.
Change the lighting. Yeah, I didn't put the big light on. I may try that.
That corner, if you do it in that corner just like that, that corner will show up. So you probably want to, like, do it on the wall instead of in a corner.
I'll move the camp. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's a good call. I should find. I need a permanent green wall. I think. I need a permanent green house. All our dancer kids need all that room to dance around. Cool. Well, does everybody want to do a playthrough? All right. I'm going to take a survey and we're going to play the part that most people are playing. So, and we'll talk about it in TRAPAC terms. Okay. So who's playing part 1 for TRAPAC? Anybody playing part 2? 2 for TRAPAC? All right, Marge's on 2. Mia's on 2. Oh, look, we got a poll. Good job. That's fantastic. All right, you guys go ahead and answer this poll. That'll be perfect. Did you have that ready to go, Rowan? Or did you just make it that quickly? That was really fast. It's unbelievable. Or maybe I made it. That's what I did. Was it left over?
I think you might have made it. Yeah, I just found it.
It's left over. Julie just joined the room just in time.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I muted you. You'll have to unmute. I'm sorry. Tony, you got to unmute. It's all my fault. Why can't you unmute? You should be able to unmute.
And anyway, to conclude, that's why I feel that this is going to be an awesome production. I don't know. I was going to try and jump to something funny there. Looks like Cello 4 is our winner. Is that total up? Did everybody? 77% have participated. Maria is tending to her dog, I think. Any other last minute votes? Get your vote in now. And we're going to play cello 4 together here in a second. And I'll just go ahead. We got some last minute voters. Now we're at a tie. Cello 4 and cello 5. Uh-oh.
Sorry,
I'm sorry?
I can't see the poll. What
you
are we?
You can't see the poll? It's somewhere then, got to be on your screen. It just popped up on mine, so maybe it's on one of your hidden windows behind something. But we're asking, which part should we play together today?
Cello
And,
5.
I'm so sorry I muted you.
I can't
Are you
vote.
talking to me? No, I don't care. Okay, I need to open in. Well, we're still at a tie with 4 and 5, and 4 was winning for a while, and I think we're gonna go with 4 for now. Oh, 5 just went over the top. Just voted, so 94% have voted. Deborah's not on. Did Deborah? Marie! Well, we'll go with 5. 5 is now 1. And we got 2 more of these tomorrow in the morning, so not even like, let's see, like 16 hours from now. There's a countdown for it. You probably already know that, but I just want to impress it upon you. And give me a second. I'm just getting to it. I got to open up 5 and then put it on the right app for my foot pedal to work. So get your cellos ready. And yep, 5's still winning. And I think that's it. I think all votes that are going to vote are in. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. If you didn't get a chance to vote, sorry. Join us tomorrow for your chance to vote on that topic, or it's probably likely that I'll just discount and say we can't do 5 because we already did 5. But here comes cello 5 all the way through. So I don't even know how long this whole... Does anybody know how long all the music is?
About 12 minutes, I think.
About 12? Feels about right. That's it.
5 seconds.
You know that 5-second marker. You've heard that before. Okay. Give us another second. Give us an A. Ugh. Hardest thing about this, I'm going to play through it again. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I should have changed that to this, or I should have changed that to that. So, you ready, everybody? Here we go.
5 seconds.
Oh, hold on. No, we're good. If you don't like your D, fix it.
Here comes letter A.
Okay, now turn your page.
Here comes Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Ah.
I'll give you one full measure, 4 beats.
Ah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I missed it. Make sure you're on the string for all these.
Hold it. Fantastic. Okay. Get ready for Arabian dance. Here we go. You have 2 full measures, 6 beats.
6 beats.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Letter B. Letter Q.
Always just keep this really quiet, especially on the part 4.
Letter S. Letter T. Letter U.
All right, celebrate. Fantastic. You can dance, you can sword fight, anything you want to do.
Woo! Nobody does the
Thank
cello
you again.
spinning. We need to do the cello
Now,
spinning
just a few
sometime.
details.
You know? Well, I had a good time. That was cool. And I
In
love
the middle of that,
that.
I was joined by about 100 kids, all having their photos taken in front of us, just here, all dressed up.
I could tell something happened. You were mask up and yeah.
Trying to do the right thing.
Hey, Zoe. Awesome. Cool, y'all. Thank you for joining us today. Any other questions? Anything pop up there of more thoughts regarding this?
Yeah,
Are there any?
changes
Is anybody?
planned?
Julie, you've got a question. Who said changes? Sorry.
Was me, sorry.
Oh, Elsie. Sorry. What did you say?
I was wondering if you had any changes planned.
Oh, I did actually. I did. I
Oh,
thought I didn't
gosh.
put any dynamics in the Arabian dance, because there are some moments that are definitely echoes, and then letter whatever it is pretty loud. Letter T is a pretty loud moment, and so I might actually stick some dynamics in there for people who might follow them. Either way, I still have control over that in the mix, so I can make it up and make it down. But I don't know. But yeah, good question. Yeah, always
I have
something.
one more question.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw you play the harmonic in the Arabian dance for part 5, but do you have to play the harmonic, or can you play the regular?
Have to play the harmonic. You're gonna love it, Elsie. It's gonna be your new best friend.
I finally got it.
You're gonna take your harmonic you're gonna cuddle with that harmonic. It's gonna be your new, you know how I am, Elsie. It's if you play it with crossing strings, I'm not gonna be mad at you. But that's how I think it's gonna be mostly in tune and have the right sound. I think poor bassoons. I think they're the ones that are like stuck. That's got to be rough. So, but anyway, thank you, Els. No, it's totally easy. Julie has a question though.
I'm wondering what happens in Waltz of the Flowers between measure 16 and letter A.
16 and letter. Oh yeah, the whole free bowing thing, the long hold.
Yeah.
Great question. And are you going to be available to tune in to tomorrow's?
No, that's 7 in the morning for me.
Oh, how about Saturdays?
Saturday I should do. No, wait.
Okay.
Today's Friday though. Tomorrow's Saturday.
I mean Sundays.
Sunday I can do.
Sunday you can do. Come back on Sunday because I need to flesh that out a little bit more before I can give you an answer on that. Basically, I'll tell you what'll happen in the video. I'm just going to, in free space, have some people play some tremolo notes that I assign to them to play. You can be one of them if you like to. But I have to figure out what those notes are and how they're going to be spaced and who's going to have that role. Actually, you know what I'll say? You guys are on this call. First dibs, okay? Who wants to be featured? First of all, green screen mandatory. Who wants to be featured in that little moment? There's only going to be like 16.
I just learned tremolo today.
Fantastic. All right, you're in, Elizabeth.
Featured in what? Featured in what? Sorry, I'm in a really loud place here.
What did you say, Rowan?
Sorry, I'm actually in Symphony Hall at the moment. Featured in what was that? I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, you're in, Rowan. It'll be it's the tremolo moment, or it's the celeste, or the harp.
Yeah.
I'm sure Zoe. You could sign Zoe up for it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I know Zoe's in. Anybody else on this call? I got Julie. I got Elizabeth. Who else wants to be? Marge, you're in. Katarzyna? No? Yes? All you got to do is go. It's going to be a D major 7 chord. Or not major 7. It's going to be a D.
Could you repeat?
Dominant 7 chord. What?
Excuse me, could you repeat?
Oh, sure. So in that long moment where we're all holding those notes, we're holding that D. And I thought instead of having somebody go, and come down in that roll, and it may not even be tremolo, it may actually be that may be our top note. But I was gonna have a round of people go through them and just place them in the video when they pop in. Boom, 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 boom. You know, kind of like that idea. And so I'm looking for people to do that, and you could be one of those notes.
What measure is this? Which part are you talking about?
This is going to be at the double bar at 16 through A.
16 in the very beginning?
Yeah, at the very beginning, in the cadenza moment. You know that long note where we have it and we hold it and nothing happens?
Yes, I want to do it.
You want it?
Yes.
Love it.
I don't understand what it is. Okay, that's okay.
So if you listen to the original, this is like an intro to Waltz of the Flowers, right? And in that, and I believe it's, it's harp. It's harp, not celeste. So in this roll and in this moment, it is basically this running chords, and it just keeps marching up a 5 chord, and it's a dominant chord getting us to this. I guess it's a major too. No? No, it's a diminished. 2 after. Oh, Rowan, you left. Oh, you came back. Okay. Sorry, I'm not being super clear. So in that moment that everybody's holding a note, we're gonna have these notes: D, F sharp, A, C, D, F sharp, A, C, D, F sharp, A, C. We may just go up there and come back down. Sorry. And that's it. That's what it's all going to be. But instead of one person playing that or one part playing it or even writing out when it was going to happen, I thought it would be cool if different people did it. And so each of those notes, instead of playing, all I'm going to do is say, start your video and go F sharp. And you're going to say Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, and stop. I'm making that up right now. But that might be what happens. And then that's it. And that's your job. And you'll have to submit that on a separate video. And then I'm just going to like pop it into the video when it's so appropriate, if that makes sense.
Literally one note per person then?
Yes, literally one note per person.
I could do that.
Yeah, I think you can too, Rachel. Rachel Rosenberg. Anybody else? Elsie, are you in? Come on, do it.
I'm sorry, I didn't think it was for part 5.
Oh, it's forever. It's not even a part. It ain't even a part. It's just one note.
Okay, if I can
It's a
play
separate
it, I can
video
try.
too. It's a separate
Oh,
video,
really?
so you have as many takes as you want. Yeah.
Okay.
I would
Will you
love
send
it if
some
you could.
information about it? I want to try. So.
I'm gonna write it. Yeah, totally. It's
I'll have a go.
It's coming out. Oh, I know you already got you written down, Rowan. I already got you written down. And I don't know how many notes there are. I think we'll have a different note for every one up the scale. So let's count them. I'll figure this out right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14, 15, 16, 17. It's so hard. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We need 25 people at the minimum. We might be able to squeeze more in, and we just go up the scale. Mia, you're in. I like it.
So no tremolo?
I don't know tremolo or not. I'm going to do a little experiment on the recording and see what I think sounds better. Or I'm just going to make you do both of them.
Okay.
Actually, that's probably what I'll do. And then I can play
No,
with
not
both those
pressure,
parts. Because me playing it's not going to be the same as having all these different parts. I might even have some people tremolo and some people playing a solid note. I don't know. I'm just going to go through the list here. See, Elizabeth, are you in?
Yes, please.
Okay. Actually, just thumbs up if you want to. I'll make sure you get in it. Arlene, you're not. I see a no thumbs up from Arlene.
Well, it depends on what note it is.
Oh, I'm not going to give you an easy note to play.
We have to have, what if we don't have costume and stuff for this one? Does that matter?
No, that doesn't matter at all.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, give me an easy note. My cello's not sounding its best because it hadn't been in for maintenance for 2 years. But
Gotcha.
Yeah, just give me an
right.
easy note. Don't give me something way up high.
No, I won't.
Okay.
And okay, Rowan, you're in. Jan, you're in.
Thank you.
Okay, hands up again, just because I'm not. Got Rachel in. I got Hillary in. Katarzyna, Elsie, Julie. Make sure you're in. Julie, what's your last name, Julie? I'm sorry.
Silverstein.
Silverstein. Okay. Marge. Mia. Hillary, you're in already. Angelica, what do you think? Yeah, she's in. Look at this peer pressure. It's so easy once I just apply it. She's like, okay. That's getting close to our number. Okay. That's all the people that are here. And Sean, I got you. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're close to 20, 25 is what I said, right? And so we'll make up that number off of the people that sign up for the next call and the next call after that. First come, first serve, y'all. So great. Well, thanks for joining today. This is a nice long call, 1 hour and 45 minutes. So I appreciate everybody tuning in during this holiday season and time. Holidays are really, really tricky. They can be the best of times. They can be so tough too. So I think that should be remembered during this time and this project that, sometimes these times are not the best for some people. So just want to say that. And with that, I guess sign off and see some of you hopefully in about 16 hours or whatever the time looks like for that next countdown. And I'll be here at my parents' house and then heading to Austin after that, back home. So thank you, Rowan, for your help in facilitating. And it looks like you are on the move. And anyway, thank you, everybody. Cello love to all of you.
Bye.
And
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Good
Thanks,
night.
everybody.
See you from rainy central Birmingham.
Okay. Yep. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye-bye.